You got a Munster on the weekend, top of the table. You saw that as you did at the Ospreys. What did you make of them on the weekend?
Yeah, it's you don't have to have a look at too many clips to see how they play the game.
Yeah.
But they're very, very efficient, aren't they?
Yeah.
Very sort of Saracens-like. They play a territory game. They've got a very strong defence, and they love you to run it back at them. So, no, they're a strong side, and not only are they efficient in the way they play the game, but they've got a great fighting spirit in that squad this year. And obviously the unfortunate circumstances at the start of the season with Axel, and it's really brought that team together. And they've just really week in and week out they're performing over the 80 minutes, and every team's striving to do that, but they've done it really, really well. And they've had some close calls, but they've come out on the right side, and that's a sign of a well bonded team.
And the squad depth is good as well. I mean, the Scarlets and Munster got a lot of boys away, but they still, you're still up there towards the top of the table.
Yeah, well, I think both sides have done very, very well without their internationals this year. Both sides are unbeaten, I think. So, we've sort of talked about that and using that as a little bit of motivation, because it's a tough place to go. We haven't won there since I've been here, and Munster are a hard nut to crack. So, it'll be a good occasion and a special occasion for a lot of the young guys that are going to get an opportunity this week.
And you went to Glasgow in similar circumstances with the boys away, and you got a win up there. So how much on the road? How much do you take from that?
Well, it all helps, in confidence. But certainly we know that this opposition are a lot stronger than the Glasgow team, minus their internationals. So it's going to be a big step up from that, and something that we're obviously preparing for at the moment.
How do you view that top four at the moment, with Ulster sort of kicking at your heels as well?
Yeah, and obviously we're keeping an eye on the games that are coming up, and we know that they've got a nice run over the next few weeks, so they'll gather a few points. But it's where we stand at the last round that really counts. So look, for us, it's we're going to Munster and trying to get some points on the road there, and if we can, that'll be fantastic. And then it's off to Dublin. So we've got 2 big weeks to focus on, and then we'll look at our wounds at the end of that and have a couple of weeks break to look at the run-in.
Another year older, another year wiser, you call the players there. Is that showing in the performances? Obviously getting the bonus point against Zebra, they've some last couple of years struggled at home against the Italians. Does that show where this squad's at the moment? Well,
we like to think we're improving, across the board, and I mean it's a natural progression, isn't it? The more you're in an environment, the sort of hopefully you're going to see improvements both in the physical conditioning and also the technical and tactical appreciation of the game and the game we want to play. So more time the boys are with the coaches, the better for everyone. So look, we're improving. I think our results have shown that after a slow start to the season. What we want to do is obviously learn from that, and next season have a faster start and have the progress that we've made this year. So that's certainly what we're trying to do.
And then finally, sort of last year, the business end of the season, the Scarlets sort of tailed away and fell behind. What do you need to do different this year to make sure that you keep your place in the top 4?
Well, it's something we've been doing already. It's not something that we'll address at that stage of the season, so the last 4 or 5 games. We've been using a bit more of the squad. If you look back to the Christmas period where we had the Ospreys Blues and Ulster, we played the Blues without a few internationals. So we're building the depth in the squad, using a little bit of rotation, keeping guys fresh. So very aware that Hadley Park's played every minute of every game last year in the Pro 12, and so that hasn't happened this year. And so we're already sort of spreading that workload, if you like, so that when we get to that period, there's not a big drop-off. And there was a drop-off in some players last year, not intentionally, it's just physically it was a long, long season for some of them.